All right, we're here with head coach Jeff Thompson. Coach, looking back at that last meet and then looking at some video, what do you think that you liked after looking over everything now?
Well, I really liked the energy of the team. The whole meet was very exciting. We got off to a pretty good start on vault. We need to work on our landings, but anytime it's the first meet of the year, you're happy that they're making routines and making vaults. Unhappy with the way we performed on bars, and that's probably our best event. We trained in there the day before, and our bars were exceptional. And to have a couple mistakes to lead off the bar lineup, we've corrected that this week. Nicole and Jessica, we don't expect that to happen again. That's where we'll lead off this weekend at Nebraska. We'll start on bars. So Nicole and Jessica, their routines are going to be very important. On balance beam, I thought we did a great job. We had a fall early in the lineup, and the girls showed great poise to cover and to hit 5 out of 6 routines. And then on floor, I think everybody knows the story by now that we only had 5 that we were planning to use, and Mason had a little touch her hands down on her last tumbling pass. And so Peyton Schuler, who had sprained her ankle only just a couple of days before, stepped up and said, "Hey, look, Coach, I can hit this routine if you need me to." And so she went in and she hit a great routine. And I didn't know it at the time that without her we would have not won the meet. So congratulations to Peyton, to her whole team for a great night Saturday in Rec Hall. And we're looking forward to repeating or even improving on that performance this Sunday.
How does this week of practice help take that momentum into the Big Ten opener at Nebraska on Sunday?
Well, this week of practice, unfortunately, we had another gymnast get injured, and she'll be out this weekend. Mason Hosick, who was in 3 events last week, won't travel with us due to her injury. We lose her leadoff spot on beam, so we're scrambling right now to figure out, who are we going to put in that first spot? Is it the anchor who we move to the first position to give us a hit, or is it somebody that's never done that before? So those are the things that we're trying to figure out through practicing this week. The other thing that we're going to do a little bit differently, instead of practicing 2 days and off and then 2 days in travel, we're actually going to give them Friday off and Saturday when we travel, just to give them a little bit more rest, hopefully to have that great energy when we go into the Devaney Center.
What's it like, you're talking earlier about Mason not competing and figuring out that first spot, but when you do have a situation where you need someone to get in that first spot, how does that help them? And looking at Peyton Schuler, who wasn't expected to go on Saturday, and that experience can help the Nittany Lions along this season.
Well, yeah, anytime you can get experience, that's great at the end of the season. Peyton did a really good job for us last year early on, and then she tweaked her knee and was out for about a month before she came back and competed on floor for us. Peyton actually might be the answer this weekend leading off on beam. We're going to see how it goes today in our inner squad, and talking with the girls. We're going to work with them to figure out who is it that thinks they can do that. We're going to go to beam last. The meet's going to be really close. It's important that we get off to a great start and we hit all of our beam routines to finish the meet strong. So, Peyton could be the answer there too.
What do we know about Nebraska in the Big Ten opener?
Well, 2 things. It's going to be Nebraska's first meet of the season. So just like we had jitters and uncharacteristic mistakes last weekend, the same could be true for them. The other thing that's going on, it's an event, I think it's called Tumble and Rumble or Rumble and Tumble, but they're having a wrestling meet live on the Big Ten Network on one end of the Vanny Center, and then we're having women's gymnastics on the other end. Some places call it Beauty and the Beast. It's a really cool idea. It's going to be the first one that we've ever been involved in. But that too is going to lend to the uncertainty of how the meet's going to end up. So we look for our kids to go in there and just build on the confidence that they started to build last weekend. And Nebraska's always good. They're always great at home. So we want to try to get our first win over them in a long, long time.
All right, we're here with freshman Kristen Politz. Kristen, tell us about your first meet here at Penn State.
I thought the first meet went really well, and I was really excited, and it's really fun being out there for the first time, and ultimately the team did really well, and we can only go up from here.
What was it like being in that Rec Hall crowd for the first time, everyone cheering, and especially it being a quad meet with 3 other teams?
Yeah, it was amazing. I've been going to Penn State meets for a while now, so to finally have my turn to compete was so much fun, and there were so many fans there. It was great.
What are you looking forward to getting on the road the first time this week at Nebraska in a Big Ten opener?
I'm excited for a new environment and to compete against another team and see who our competition is, and just to go out there and hit consistent routines.
Do you have any goals for your freshman year personally or as a team?
As a team, I want to make it to regionals and nationals, and we can really do that. Our team looks really strong, and I'm really confident in everyone.